Right then, so unfortunately I've got a lever loose on my bike, so this is where the toolkit comes out. So what I've got is, I don't know if you can see there, a tool bottle with everything that I need. It's got a bit of a lanyard in there to stop it bouncing out, because things do get a bit squiffy on a hard tail. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of a breakdown of the stuff that I've got in there, quite handy. Then we'll get going again, but yeah, quite literally this lever has come loose, which means I can't use my my dropper post, which has become a little bit difficult in this woodland, because the woodland is seems a bit flat from this angle, but there's been some reasonable descent, etc., which I'd like to be a bit lower for. Right, so let's I bring the following down. So put a bit of a log there. Something like that. So yeah, this is a freebie water bottle that I got. In there some blue gloves, so I don't oil my fingers up if I've got a knackered chain. A rag to clean things, so this is a cotton, what do we call it, cotton jersey. I'll lay that down so we don't lose any tools. Replacement derailleur hanger, so should I smash my rear gears and the derailleur mechanism, because they've got a habit of bending if you crack them on locks, that will save a ride. A bit of chain oil, so I use, so I obviously ride my motorbikes, I use standard gear oil rather than any fancy sprays, and gear oil is like £3 for a tub like that, so I've had that going for a while. I've got miscellaneous bits here, such as wire ends, adapters, chainring bolts, just in case I lose one of those mid-ride. Tyre irons, and actually what's good about these tyre irons is that certainly these black ones, they're magnetic, but they can also couple as a chain link tool, like a chain either remover or fastening tool, if that's the right word for it. I won't be using those, but I'll put those back. I've added one of these red ones in because they're actually really good for, they've got a little spoke hook in there, so you can leave that halfway around your rim whilst you're prising the tyre off, so they're good to have. So I'll put these back. A second. Oh, and I do like using the cut inner tubes for elastic bands. They're really strong, keep things together. So the multi-tool I'll be using shortly is that one, I'll cover that in a sec. What else? Little repair blisters, so those are really good for little punctures. Standard multi-tool, mini pair of pliers if I need to pull any staples or sharp bits out of tyres. And there's a couple of basic tools in there, files, screwdrivers, etc., scissors, which could be useful if I need to cut zip ties if I've made any repairs. That's that. Nice selection of zip ties, you can practically build a whole bike out of them things. And then a couple of extras which are important. So yeah, there's 2 or 3 spare chain links. What else? Gaffer tape rolled up in a little flat. A little bit of wet and dry paper should I need to give anything a fettle. And this one's quite interesting. I've got a sheet of Builder's Tyvek, so that's the indestructible paper kind of substance. It's waterproof, and should I have a tear on the inside of my tyre wall, I can repair the inner tube, but it would bulge out the tyre wall. So what I can do is use this and put that inside the the damaged tyre, and that should be enough to stop the inner tube when I inflate it bulging through the hole in the tyre. That would get me back, maybe with a bit of gaffer tape, so I can replace the tyre safely, but I wouldn't be stuck in the woods. So there's that thing, and then the very fine one, and it's a bitch to get out. I might just leave that there, is I've got a coiled up spare gear coil but it doesn't matter if it had, because these are hydraulic brakes on this one, if it had wire or lever control based brakes, I could use that on them, or any other cable that brakes basically. So I don't know if you can see properly inside that, but that's in there. So the bit I'll be using for this repair, after taking all that out, is one of these Allen bolts just to tighten this up, and then I'll be on the way. I've got to put all this stuff back in a few seconds, so I won't spare you that.